All right, back out here on the bayou this morning to see if the trout bite's on. Finally got some decent weather with the wind laying down. It's been so windy the last few weeks that I can hardly get out. So we're going to get up in the bottom end of the bayou over here and see what we can find. All right, well, I just had a really nice strike right here. I spooked a red off the bank. Looks like we're on a little bit of a slack tide off in the distance. I don't know if the camera's picking that. We've got a lot of stuff hitting the top of the water, a lot of bait working. Had a couple of really nice strikes right here in this deeper channel, but I'm guessing probably white trout, whatever it is not quite big enough. All right, well, I got a really good look at it. It's about a 3-foot gar came up to the top, and that's what Jake's seen over there. So it looks like gar in here hitting bait, but we're not fishing for them, so we're going to move on.
See something up there by that orange buoy. There we go. This one's pulling. I think it's a red. Oh, it's a red. Hell yeah. This damn net. Damn it. Well, Jake just lost his keeper red, and I saw an even bigger one up in the grass, but the difference being we're over here where the creek comes out, so we got a lot of water movement up into the grass, and all the redfish are right up in that grass, and probably within 6 feet, 7 feet off the bank, the grass comes all the way up to the top, and that's where they're laying. I've seen 2 plus the one that he had hooked. All right, no more luck so far. We're going to head up the outside of this train bridge, or actually the little peninsula here. We just came under the train bridge. Fish up the outside. There's a lot of structure on this side of it. A little bit slower since we got out here. The tide is completely out, so I'd rather be fishing this at the peak of high tide, falling tide maybe, than I would be where I am now, but it is what it is. I did have a really nice fish hit just a second ago, but did not get the hook set. Going with the voodoo shrimp now. I switched away from the swim bait from the curly tail, so I'm going with this voodoo. See if I can work it. Jake is working a curly tail. I think his is maybe a gulp. I don't know, but he's had a really nice redfish on so far, and that's been about it. We've had a few more strikes. Seen a couple of really nice reds that we spooked off the bank. We're gonna fish these pilings and then call it a day. Well, I'm gonna head back to the landing. Didn't catch anything on the way back in, and outside was kind of a bust. I got one good strike out there and that was it. But we're gonna come back out in the morning and hit these spots again. All right, day 2. We're out here about an hour later. Had some stuff to get done in town first, but still low tide I think is 1:30 today. So we still got a few hours of outgoing tide. The water is a little higher. Not seen any bait yet, but we're going to go ahead and go straight up in where we were on the redfish yesterday. We're not seeing nearly as many bait fish working as we did yesterday. The weather's really nice and we've got a good breeze. Not really pushing us around in the kayaks, but so far it's not really seeing anything hitting the top of the water like we were yesterday up around the edge of the grass. There is some bait fish in here. I've seen a lot of mullet, but they're bigger mullet. And what I'm really looking for is, you know, the 4 to 6 inch size that should hold the trout and the redfish in here, but haven't seen them yet. We're gonna keep working these edges as we move up towards the bridge.
Ooh, there you go. There's a little red. Yeah, I knew you were chasing something in here. Alrighty. Go join your friends. See what I did, Dad? Cut a small piece of mullet, put it on the hook. No. So I caught that one on.
Jake is wearing them out in here. Another small red, it looks like. Well, somebody's doing something.
This might be a keeper.
Speckled trout or silver? I'm gonna go over here and see what Jake's got. He got a trout. Is it silver or a speck?
Speck.
If he's 15, he's a keeper.
I bet he's 15. I gotta hold him still real quick. I caught him right at the boat. Oh, he's just short. Dang. He's at 4. He is 14 and a half. That was right at the boat.
All right, well, I didn't wrap the video out on the water because I gave Jake my GoPro. His ran out of storage space and I didn't have an extra card for it. So I gave him mine. He had the hot hand, but last hour of low tide, the bite pretty much shut off and we didn't really do any good. He was doing better in that longer grass. His gulp minnow that he was using was longer and thinner than what I was using, and they seemed to prefer that profile a little bit better. I did get some bites, but the redfish really liked what he was throwing. So we were both throwing gulps. The profile size he had seemed to be what they wanted, and you got to pay attention to that if that's what the fish are hitting. Anyway, till next time, thanks for watching.